Okay, example 3a introduces this concept of common logs and natural logs. A common log is just going to be when we just have the word log written in. When you just have the word log written in, our base is going to be 10. Okay, so base 10 when we just have the word log written in. When I have log base e, they can rewrite that as just ln. Okay, so as soon as you see ln, you need to realize that, hey, it's actually log base e. So again, evaluating like in your head, for this right here, log of 100, realize that that is really log base 10 of 100. So you're thinking 10, so what power gives me 100? It's going to be 2. For B, log of 1/10 is the same as 10 to what power gives me 1/10? Well, since I got to make a fraction, flip it down below, be -1. ln of E, right away, you realize that the base is E, so E to what power gives me E? It's going to be a 1. For D, ln of 1, so we got E to what power gives me 1? So it would be 0, because remember, anything to the 0 power is going to give you 1. So that's example 3a. Example 4 is the important one, and once again, I mean, it's not the important one, but it is pretty important. So again, make sure that on your phone you have Calculate 84 downloaded if you do not have a graphing calculator. Calculate 84 will do like everything that I'm going to show you right here on this graphing calculator right here. So we have 3 different like things we can do here as far as logs are concerned. You could use the straight up log button when there's no base. We could use ln when it says ln. Or for logarithms that have a different base, we can go math and then scroll down to A and just type it in. So these should be a piece of cake. I'm going to go to the 10,000th place, which is going to be the 10,000th. It's going to be the 4th decimal place. Okay, so quickly, log 900, log's on the left-hand side, so you go log 900, hit enter, and then there we go. So we're going to the 4th decimal place. So it's going to be 2.9542. Done. Simple. ln. ln is on the left-hand side, so I'm going to hit ln. We got to find E. E is above division. So I hit second, divide, enter, and it's going to give me 1. Honestly, you should have been able to do that one in your head. C, we have ln of -1.87. Again, we should think about this. E to what power is going to give me a negative number? There isn't any number we can raise it to give me a negative. So I hit enter. I get an error, non-real answer. So again, that would be undefined. And then of these, letter D is the one that is the trickiest, but if you follow the directions in the notes, it's a piece of cake. I have a base other than 10 or E. Okay, so it's a logarithm with like a special base. You go ahead and hit math, and you can do this on your Calculate 84. Okay, so on your phone. If you have Calculate 84, it all doesn't pop up. Okay, all these options don't, but A will, where it says log base. Okay, you go ahead and hit enter on log base. And then you type in exactly how it looks. So I have log base 4 of 9. And we get our answer of 1.58. If I go to the 4th decimal place, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would actually round up to be 50. Okay? But again, you can use your calculator to evaluate some of these. But realize, like, if we're in person, I could ask you to do sum without a calculator. And of course, it wouldn't be these that have decimals. Okay, it would be the ones that actually work out nicely. All right, absolute last thing we're going to look at today is going to be example 5. So for example 5, they're asking you to solve the equation, and they want you to round it to the nearest tenth. So with these, I mean, the key is that when you have the x as an exponent, or you have it inside the log, we have to switch forms. So for A, my first step would be to switch this to log base 10. Okay, remember it equals the exponent, and then my last part is the result. So I have log base 10 of 25 equals x minus 1. From there, I got to get x by itself. So there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 each side. So I have log base 10 of 25 plus 1 equals x. Realize that that log is 1 part. Okay, so when I go ahead and plug this into the calculator, I need to make sure I take the log of 25 and then add 1 on the outside. Since I have base 10, really when I plug this in the calculator, I only need to do log 25 plus 1. Okay, because base 10 is the same as log. So on my calculator, I go log 25, close parentheses, plus 1. Good. We're going to do the nearest thousandth this time, so that's going to be the third decimal place. So that gives me 2.398 for x. Okay, last example for this video will be B. They want you to solve it. X is inside the logarithm, so that's no good. We have to go ahead and make it base E. And then switching forms, if I go to exponential, it turns into e to the 4 equals 2x plus 3. And then here we're using our algebra skills. We got to get x by itself. So we're going to go e to the 4 minus 3 from each side equals 2x. And then divide each side by 2. So e to the 4 minus 3 over 2 equals x. There's your setup. And then from there, it's all calculator. And again, if you don't have a graphing calculator at home, calculate 84 on your phone is the way to go. So I go e to the 4 minus 3. And then here's the deal here. You got to make sure that we're dividing this whole thing by 2. So you should have parentheses around that whole top, e to the 4 minus 3, and then divide that whole thing by 2. And it's going to give me 25.799. And that's going to be it for section 6.3.